Hello everyone, this is Phil. We are on the Pterabyte server. I know it's been a long time since the last video. My excuse is that it's been the last week of school. We had an 80s night that I was playing guitar in, so I spent the last week learning lots of complicated songs on guitar. That was fun. Now I'm on holiday. Another reason this video took so long, you will see there's mobs in the mob trap. It's because we have spent hours and hours and hours. So it's not really finished, but it is a working mob trap. Although this is SMP, so everything's very glitchy, but mobs are actually drowning. Here we go. Items. Come on. There we go. Magnificent. This is my temporary little chest, so we'll go and have a look at it. We're going to look at it from the surface first, because it looks awesome. We'll walk you all the way there, because I think it's not really clear how my base is laid out. It's not that big. Also, it is just me right now. I don't know where everyone else is. It's on holiday. Everyone just disappears. This is my first time doing a commentary by myself, so I'm a little bit nervous. It feels a bit weird talking to the air, but there it is. Obviously, it's not finished. We sort of built to above the water level, because that's where it stops being really painful. That's a lot of glass. But wow. This was a big project. I mean, so if we can go down here, we'll see everything. The lights are off at the moment, so mobs should be spawning. As you can see, it's nice and dark in here, so mobs are spawning. These are half slabs, and mobs can't spawn on half slabs, so you can just walk around and have a look at the mobs inside. And the problem is, if we go back up, it does actually look quite bright in some of the pads. This is obviously because the light's coming in through these holes here and through the water. Although water does stop light level, it decreases the light level by 2. So the water's helping a bit because it's all open. Right now this mob trap isn't really working. So we are going to do some science. If we go to y equals 256 and just build a big square over this, I'm hoping it will completely decrease the light level, even though that doesn't really make much sense. But I think that's how it works in Minecraft. So I'll see you up there. So I'm having some difficulty with chunk loading here, but that brings me on to something important that Rob told me about. If you press F3, where it says LC, there's a number. That corresponds to a Y coordinate of how many chunks are actually loaded. And as you can see, it's on 191, but I'm at 255, so it hasn't loaded the stuff that I'm standing on, which is a bit of a problem. But the thing is, Rob told me that if you build something at y equals 256, then the game is forced to load these like hundreds of extra chunks of just air. And because it's checking like all these extra spaces for mob spawns, it could actually slow down the rate at which mobs spawn in my mob trap, which could potentially be a problem. I'm not really sure if this is actually true or not. I'm not sure the game would actually check all the air, but I don't know. If someone could clarify that, that would be nice. Okay, I'm in creative, and anything above y equals 191 doesn't actually want to spawn at all. I can place the blocks, but then when I log out and in, I'm just floating on air. So the blocks are there, but you can't actually see them or interact with them. Oops. Can't do anything with them. So for now, we're just going to have to leave the mob trap open. I assume this is a Minecraft bug, possibly with the Snapshot maybe, or I'm not running the server with enough RAM. Although it wouldn't let me change the amount of RAM that I ran the server with, which is very annoying. Get out of creative. I don't particularly want to keep trying to fix the problem because I'm ending up with invisible blocks in the sky and don't really want to corrupt my game or anything. So let's go and have a look at how the redstone works for the lights. So from the main mob room, if we go through here, this lever will control all the lights in the mob trap. We'll turn them off for now. There's a bit of lag when you press the lever because it has to do loads of light updates. And that just goes this torch, there's torches in between these blocks. That goes up there. I've got this little walkway so you can actually get to the trap. And I think those torches actually power this, well, I'll have a look. This stone brick here. Then so from here it powers the 4 lights, and then on this very bottom there it goes round to the next, like, 4 lights, all the way around to the next 4, blah blah blah. But also in each corner of each pad there is a very long line, and it just alternates block, redstone torch, block, redstone torch. That goes all the way up. We'll go and see that. So each layer will have a torch somewhere. We just send power from that torch into all of those, which will turn the lights on or off. And because on the bottom layer it goes all the way around to each pad, then we need minimal redstone because we can just go from the torch to these torches, which are really close by. Although this does mean, because it's in the corner and there's glass, the torches will be showing, and they'll be giving out light. Although redstone torches only give out a light level of 7, it will affect spawning slightly, so we just need to cover them up with stone brick, which still looks nice, so it's not really a problem. So here's an example of how we'd actually wire the torches. The lights are currently supposed to be on, so get rid of those. Stone brick because it looks nice. Now if we want the lights to be on, we want the torches to be off, so we need this redstone to be powered. I got that wrong. We don't want this to be powered, so we're going to have to invert it, which we can do like that. Let's see, I use repeaters here just because it's a very compact, easy method, because the repeater sends power to this block, which then powers that. If you just put redstone into that block, it wouldn't power this bit. So then when the power from the lever will switch this off, the lights will go off. So hooray. And Silk Touch works on glass, in case you hadn't realised. So the mob trap's been running while I've been doing the commentary, and you know, that's a few items, but it's not really that many. The reason is because there are loads of dark places around my base. Mobs spawn within 128 blocks of you, so if there's any darkness within 128 blocks, mobs could spawn there. So to get around this, what people do is they try and light up as much as possible as they can around their base. So I haven't done any caving at all. I haven't really lit much up on the surface, so there's hundreds of places that mobs can spawn that aren't inside my mob trap. So I'll need to get around to doing that. It's a big job. It's sort of a work in progress thing. It's not really possible to completely stop mobs from spawning in the 128 block radius around you. Well, theoretically it is. It's not really realistic, and it would take a very long time, but as I do that, more mobs will spawn in my mob trap, and I'll get more items. This is the reason I built in an ocean. It's because mobs cannot spawn on water. So, if you look around, because I'm in an ocean now, there's thousands of water blocks, so already the amount of spaces that mobs could spawn are extremely limited. Hopefully if I remember I'll put a link in the description of a picture that demonstrates like mob spawning around the player. I'm currently in the Nether, and we are on the way to the Enderman farm, which it's just a mob trap and it only spawns Enderman because it's built in the end. It works on similar principles, but limiting the amount of space that Enderman can spawn in the end is quite easy, because the end's just one enormous island. So So here in the end, if you go far away enough from the main big chunk of land, then when you place blocks, that's the only place that Endermen are going to spawn. So we're going to take advantage of this. I think this mob trap was designed by docm77 or Panda. I'm not really sure. I'm sorry, but I'll try and link both those people in the description as well. I highly recommend them. Here we are. Rob built this, I think it was pretty much straight after we killed the dragon, which was quite a while ago, but it's not finished. And they're one-hit kills, so you can just punch them, get lots of ender pearls and XP. Look up. Oh, hello. That's because I've only just got here, there's not going to be many that have spawned. Turn that down. But one of the problems you face in mob spawners is that mobs won't just walk off the edge of things to their death, I think. If it's more than a 3 high fall, they won't do it. So luckily, however, mobs do spawn on pressure plates. It's a long way up. I think it's a okay, I don't know how big the drop is, possibly 42 blocks, but so here we are. The Enderman will spawn on the pressure plate. On this block underneath there is a torch, which then powers this block, which then powers this torch, which powers the piston. That's a bit wordy, but I hope you understood that. And because the Endermen are 3 high, they will spawn and just instantly get pushed off. The vines are here because when you fall through them, it resets your speed, so, and it doesn't hurt you as well. So the Endermen will fall down, they'll hit these, slow down, and then they will fall. So it doesn't matter how high they spawn, eventually they will fall the same distance, take the same amount of fall damage. So you can just one-hit kill them. And the leaves are there just to stop the vines from spreading. So now I need to get down. Oh, good. Luckily I had some ender pearls on me, so whee! The reason there's water everywhere is because obviously Endermen can't spawn or teleport to water, so we've built this walkway and this building, but we don't want Endermen in it. So I don't think they can actually teleport into water, but they'll just one-hit kill themselves. I'm not too sure about that, but there we go. Very fast XP, still too loud. Boop. Although you do need to be careful that they don't hit you. Also need a lot of food. This just drains your hunger bar so quickly. Unless you do it methodically, without just spam clicking the mouse, but this is more fun. Although occasionally they can actually just, I don't know, I suppose they can just teleport into this spawning bit, and then they'll be on full HP like this guy, which is annoying, but when that happens, just use a sword. This has never happened to me before. I went in the end portal. I've still got end sounds, but a black screen. Okay, I pressed escape, and then it got me back home, and there's a sheep. How did you get out of... oh. Clever sheep. So, this episode is going to be quite short. It's a bit of a talky one, but I've got a cold, even though it's a boiling day. I know, I live in Britain, it's warm, what's going on? I've got a fan on, hopefully that's not going to interfere with what the mic's picking up. But we're going to end with just an enchantment, because I'm level 33, need to do something with it, and I'm sort of running out of normal picks. Rob gave me some diamonds somewhere. When I said I haven't done any caving, I mean I haven't done any caving at all around this place. The only stuff I've dug out is where my base actually is now. So I'm a little bit limited on resources and I have to keep stealing them off other people, which is something I shouldn't do. But eventually I will start a mine. I've got to go to the nether because I haven't got my own enchanting room either. Gonna try level 28 enchantment just to see if that makes any difference. Oh. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'll see you next time. Don't know what we're gonna do, but peace out.